So 10 years ago, I started asking myself, how can I design a life that truly feels amazing? How can I design a body that's able to perform anything that I set out to? How can I design a space that I feel at home? How can I design my mental space that I feel in peace by just doing nothing? So after 10 years of trying a lot of different stuff, a lot of different careers, a lot of different activities, it seems that I have found a framework and I want to share this framework. And it's quite simple. It's a 4-step process and it's basically an arrangement of pillars that can help you get into action, get into your passion project, start with your YouTube channel, start with anything you basically want to achieve in life. So let's start with the first pillar. The first pillar is the character. The character is you. It's the person playing this game. It's the person with all the skills, with all the abilities. It's basically the character in every game, in your game. And when it comes to your character, there are 3 sub-levels you want to think about. And you really want to ask yourself, what do you want to achieve in those 3 stages? So the stages are the emotional level. And when it comes to the emotional level, you want to think about the pain. You want to think about your trauma in your family life, your personal trauma, your physical trauma, any trauma you basically experienced. And we all did. Some had dramatic events, some had minor dramatic events, but we all had some kinds of painful events, some kind of trauma, right? And just ask yourself, what happened? Why do I feel this pain inside my character, right? Just zoom out. The second stage of your character is your body. Your body is basically your flesh, your tool, your device. And I don't know about you, but I want to have a smart, stable, clean device. I want my device to perform in any kind of situation. I want my device to be well rested. I want my device to be ready to go when I need it to. So think about your body like a toolkit. The third stage of your character is your mental models. And some people would say it's your spirit, it's your religion, it's your mental achievements, but I want to keep it clean, and I named it mental models because it doesn't matter how you call it. It just matters on what you want to believe, why you want to believe it, and to have certain guidelines that can lead you in your decision making. The second pillar that you want to design is your tribe. So you started with the character. It's you, it's your model, it's your prototype of life. But in order to achieve anything that has magnitude, anything that really is going beyond just pushing through with your own ego, with your own mind, you need people. You need people everywhere. The game of life is people, right? Whether you want to build a company, whether you want to build a team, whether you want to start a family, we all need people. And the 3 pillars, like I mentioned before, are the family, your friends, and the team you're building. So ask yourself, Do I want to start a family, and why? How many kids do I want? When do I want them? What is the reason I want to start a family? And the same thing for your friends. Think about your friendships, the ones you had for a long time, the ones that you just got to know. And ask yourself, do I want to keep the friendship? Do I want new friends? And how do my friends should look like when it comes to communication, when it comes to activities, when it comes to listening? So ask yourself, how are my friends going to look like in the future? And the same for your team. The team is all the people that are surrounding yourself when you're working out, when you're going to the bakery, the team that is basically supporting your life. It's not only the team at work, your colleagues, it's everybody that's kind of serving. And ask yourself, do I want people to serve in a way that feels holistic, that feels nourishing, that feels exciting? And if you don't have this kind of character, this kind of group right now, then it's not a problem. You didn't know. I didn't know. But it's good to think about it and to find a team, build a team that's truly serving you. So the third pillar is the input, the foundation, the knowledge, the science, the things you consume. And the 3 levels of the input are your skills, one of the most important parts of the input, because you want to think about your skills like you want to think about your character, right? So you have a toolkit, you have your body, your mind, your emotional level. So how do you want to use it? What's the thing you want to create? What do you want to do with your hands? Typing on a keyboard in your office all day? Or do you want to draw the concept for your life? Do you want to build a house? Do you want to sculpt clay sculptures? Do you want to cook food, experience food with your hands, with your body? So it can be quite abstract, but really take your time and think about the skills you want to learn, how you want to learn them, and in which context you're going to learn them. Also, the mentors. When it comes to the input and foundation, your knowledge, probably the most important people are going to be people who already went the way, who've gone the walk, who have achieved the things, the skills, the output that you want to achieve. So think about the people you know. Think about the broad bubble you live in, the people you might get to know. And then the most important level, which can only be found out after going through your tribe, your character, and your foundation, is the action level, the action pillar. And you only can find out your actions when you have the guidelines that lead you into activities that you really thought about, that you really set out to. And the action pillar is made up of 3 let's say, points, 3 sub-points. And the first thing is your passion. Passion is a term that is thrown around quite often nowadays, but still it's something that's driving you. And it's really hard to point on one thing and say, this is my passion. At least that's what I learned in the last 10 years. It's more about a way of doing things. It's more about a direction that is keeping you alive.